table.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IWBF Repechage and Wheelchair Basketball 2026. Match 1, Group A. ต่อไปแข่งขันวิวแชร์บาสเกตบอลประเภททีมชายระหว่างประเทศสาธารณรัฐเซเนกัลพบกับสาธารณรัฐอิสลามอิหร่าน
Oh yeah, you literally can't get out.
And nobody can get it.
Get the tables! Pretty!
The following are the names of the players representing Islamic Republic. Number 2, Faye Bowman. Number 5, Safra. Number 6, Megan Moore. Number 7, Hood Omar. Number 8, Sivit Abu. Number 9, Deo Saul. Number 10, Glenn Saul. Number 11, Aliu. Number 12, Kadoya Jebroke. Number 15, Bob Mamadi. Number 20,
Yan, may na, yan.
Youth Ayla. Number 23, Iyal Isa. Coach, Mo Musa. Assistant, Mami Sarosa. And the names of the player Number 3, Urban Boksane. Number 4, Eric Jaloi. Number 6, Idrissa Amani. Number 7, Odin Haris Hassan. Number 8, Walid Saatopu. Number 9, Jose Joey Tamanas. Number 13, Morteza Abedi. Number 14, Abdullah Boranchi. Number 24, Mohammad Hassan Sayari. Number 34, Mohammad Fahad Muhammad. Number 47, Mani Abbasi. Number 99, Mirza Nexima. Head coach, Bebel Sohani. ท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านโปรดเคารพธงชาติ
ให้ผมปะ
Islamic Republic of Iran.
ทำไงอะพี่โอ้ เป็นตึกๆมันเป็นขั้นบันไดอ่ะผมเดี๋ยวนะผมต้องปรับตรงนี้
And good afternoon, wheelchair basketball fans. Good evening, good morning.
Well, hello and welcome to SuphanBuri. This is the 2026 IWBF Repechage. We're live here in beautiful Thailand for the opening game between Iran and Senegal. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching all over the world. Of course, the IWBF Repechage tournaments are the final qualification stage for teams seeking a spot in the major international wheelchair basketball, the IWBF World Championship. And these tournaments will be providing nations with one last chance to earn a place in the prestigious event, ensuring the best teams around the world are represented. Well, as you can see tonight, it's going to be the team that finished in third place at the IWBF World Championship back in Dubai after defeating the Netherlands. And while coming into this tournament, it will be the bronze medalists of Africa versus the bronze medalists of Asia. Well, fans, we'd like to welcome again everybody. If you're watching this live stream on IWBF YouTube, please make sure you give the IWBF a follow on YouTube and follow us on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook so we can keep you updated with all the best news, highlights, and content that matter to you most. Iran featuring some of the key veteran players such as Abedi Morteza, who was key for them when they did win the bronze medal in Dubai, not to mention their superstar, Mohammed Hassan Sayari. A lot of these Iranian players currently play their professional wheelchair basketball in Turkey. Well, in the case of Senegal, well, this team has a very deep lineup. For them, it's about trying to make sure they compete very, I would say, consistently. They've got a very good team. They're very optimistic coming into this competition. And like I said, it's free for all for everyone. It's the opening game. Both teams will be getting a good feel for this court after having a few good training sessions here already. Well, tempo is going to be key for both Iran and Senegal in the early moments of this game, ensuring that they get off to a high-flying start. And remember, 4 teams from this repechage will go on to play in Ottawa, Canada for the IWBF World Championship, and that's only in a few months' time. Well, Mapui, along with Abu Sibi and Saliu Dien, some of the key players to look out for, not to mention Diodane Dagoya. It's a very talented team. I think the key thing for them, though, is are they going to be able to keep up with the continuity of this Iranian team? Well, the last men's repechage was held in 2024 in Nice, France, and Iran unfortunately fell short of qualifying for the Paris 2024 Paralympics. They've got the experience at this kind of competition. Like I said, they may be a very good team, but expectations will be very high on the Iranians. And the thing for Senegal, well, they've earned their right to be here, coming third place in Africa. And they'll be very eager to get off to a very good start tonight. Well, to all of our Senegalese viewers watching live, there's going to be one thing going through your minds tonight, and that is wow, wow, to bring that factor tonight. Well, Senegal will be starting with El Hadj Diouf as their, I would say, their primary center tonight. They also have in the starting lineup Aliou Dramé, as well as Saliu Dien, who we did mention in the pregame will be one of their key players now. Diodane Dagoya, classified as a 4.0 player. Morteza and Sayari in the starting lineup, along with Amireza Amadi, who were all 3 contributing players, 3 factor players when they won that bronze medal in Dubai back in 2023. It was actually the 2022 IWBF World Championships, but due to the global pandemic, they had to postpone. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Iran versus Senegal. We're live here in SuphanBuri. Iran getting first possession. Amireza just getting an early pass from Sayadi, missing for point-blank range. And it looks like a foul is going to be called against Senegal's Saliu Dien. So that'll be 2 free throws. Oh, no. Baseline possession coming up to Senegal, to Iran, excuse me. Well, they get it inbound very quickly, trying to go from a 45 angle from the bank. Unable to connect as the rebound calmly collected by Senegal. Aliou Dramé passing this one up. Trying to break down the man-to-man matchup from Iran. Well, good hands by Siadi. Moteza coming up with a loose ball. Iran want to get out in transition, try to find something quick on the counterattack. Amareza has time and space. Well, he's uncontested. He's going to make another pass. A no-look dime. And Abedi Moteza getting the first 2 points for Iran. The first 2 points of the 2026 IWBF Repechage. Well, Hadji trying to get ahead of the defense. That's good defense from Sayadi, contesting this one. That just hits the back iron. Offensive rebound full in the hands of Senegal. And already, wow, baby! Dodane Dagoya from 15. So far, you can already see the defensive presence of both Senegal and Iran trying to put both teams into tough situations. That's going to be another foul against Senegal. Second team foul here in the first quarter. Sideline possession coming up to the Iranians. Mohammed Hassan Sayadi just having to tuck in his shirt at the moment. So we do have a slight delay in game. A great occasion it is, live here at the SuphanBuri Indoor Stadium. Just roughly over 100 kilometers away from the capital city of Bangkok. Ron get it in, Abbasi. Well, he's going to fire from downtown, the 3 is up. Already the Iranians getting some wide open looks. Senegal quite happy just to kind of set back on defense. But now here comes Senegal in transition. Dramé. Sari with the good defensive presence, good hands on defense. Now we're under 10 on the shot clock. Senegal's got to find something here. Well, that's going to be an unforced turnover. And that's, again, good defense from the Iranians. It's what we talked about in the pregame, the continuity, the bronze medalists of the 2022 IWBF World Championship, Disappointment, the despair of not qualifying for the 2024 Paralympics at the Repechage in Nice, France. But now this team coming back with that experience, so focused, determined to try and find their way to Ottawa, Canada. Sayadi trying to find Moteza. Good defense coming as Saliou Dieng gets the interception. But El Hadji almost fumbles it. Well, they allowed the ball to go out of bounds, but now they have 3 seconds to get the ball over the halfway line. Well, Senegal want to send everybody forward. As mentioned, they don't want to get called for an 8-second violation. Got to go quick. El Hadji gets it inbound. I think he just beats the 8-second violation, but it falls comfortably. Well, they're going to go inside the paint. It's up and missing from point-blank range. Another offensive rebound. Make that 2. And another foul. This is going to be the first team foul against Iran. See, here's where Senegal are going to have a physical advantage against Iran. They are going to be able to come up with a lot of second chance opportunity points. We've already seen quite a few offensive rebounds. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Senegal again, mid-range. Just hitting the front iron. Rebound, falling comfortably into the hands of Abbasi. Abbasi wants to lead the brigade. Iran want to kind of take the lead at this point. Senegal's post-interior defense making those entry passes very difficult for the Iranians. But now Amareza. He's got Abbasi in the paint. Good defense again. But comes up with his own rebound. And that time Senegal just couldn't take care of the boards. Well, Senegal's got to try to get into a comfortable set. They've got to just relax their offense at the moment. Nice passing here. Dieng finds El Hadji. He'll fire from mid-range. And that's just a little too strong. Rebound. Picked up by Amareza. Amareza Amadi still has it. Finds Sayadi. Nice little give and go. And again inside the paint. The foul's called and he gets you at one. Amareza Amadi going to the free throw line for the potential three-point play. And it's beautiful teamwork between both Sayadi and Amareza Amadi. Unselfish. Well, he was fantastic in that bronze medal game in Dubai, where many expected the Netherlands to have a comfortable victory against Iran, but Iran persevered. And what a game Amareza Amadi had. And that was 3 years ago. And he's still looking as great as he did then. Continuity is so important with this Iranian team. They've been together for a very long time. 5-point lead to the Iranians. Udrame just trying to find an option here. Can they find El-Haji? Pump fakes. Oh, good defense again from Sayadi. Time winding down. Senegal's going to have to take this one. Oh, they fumble it. Sayadi coming up with a steal. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, it was an open pathway for Sayadi. That was where the foul was committed. So this means Iran are going to get 2 free throws. And they are going to retain possession. Well, he's one of the veterans, one of the leaders, one of the pioneers of Iranian wheelchair basketball. Because he also speaks fluent Turkish, having spent the majority, if not the entirety, of his professional wheelchair basketball career in Turkey. Converting both free throws. And the unsportsmanlike foul does mean that Iran will retain possession. Amareza Amadi will inbound this. Almost 4 minutes played here in the first quarter. Senegal's going to have to dig deep defensively. Saadi from downtown went for the three-pointer. Well, Betty almost saves it, but Senegal come up with it. And now Iran have a player down. Senegal, can they capitalize here in transition? Saliou Dieng just getting fouled by Sayadi, so not a bad, oh no. Offensive foul. Well, that could have been an opportunity for Senegal to find something, having a player up, but Iran, due to the defensive discipline they've displayed in every major tournament of the IWBF, are now going to get the possession back. Amadi thinks about going for the three. Elects now to go to Sayadi. Well, they want to find Morteza. Heavy defense, another foul committed. And that's now going to be 4 team fouls against the Senegalese players. Well, Senegal do have a deep bench. They go 5 players deep. Well, 6 if you think about it, which is slightly more than Iran. But I would argue the point now, you don't want your key players to get into foul trouble. Because now it's both Saliou Dieng and Aliou Dramé have 2 fouls apiece. Morteza tucks away the first free throw. Makes them both. 9-point lead currently to Iran. And I think a timeout is going to be called by Senegal. They want to talk this one over. Because I think the talk of the timeout is probably going to be, we're not going to get many points in the half-court sets. We've got to find a little bit more in transition. So we'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Coming out of the timeout, Senegal. They've got to find some identity here in their offense. Senegal had put Dagoya back in the backcourt to try and give them a little bit of inspiration. Ibrahim Afei is just subbed into the game. Now finding Dien. Senegal patiently passing the ball around, trying to find something. This is much better. There's a pump fake inside the lane. Well, it's a good look, but Amareza Amadi coming up with a rebound. Well, Iran being put under pressure. Amadi just becoming a pressure reliever. Iran want to find Sayadi. Off balance, and that is now the 15th foul. So any more fouls from Senegal, Iran will go to the free throw line. We like Iran's game plan, excuse me. Whether it's Sayadi, Morteza, or Amadi, they just want to find them inside the paint right near the bucket. And that's what's got them to the free throw line. Sayadi with the opportunity to make this a double-digit lead for the Iranians. Sayadi now up to 3 points. If he makes this, he will become joint leading scorer with Morteza with 4 apiece, and he does just that. Well, Iran haven't missed a free throw so far today. Now 7 out of 7 from the charity stripe. Senegal making a substitution, so Sahou Dieng coming into the lineup. Checking out of the game for Senegal's Issa Dia. Still only 1 field goal here for the Senegalese players. Can they find something? Smacked that about. Now I think Sayadi didn't need to smack that. I think he could have come up with that one. So Senegal will get a baseline. Inbound play coming from Senegal. Another mid-range goes. That hits the side of the backboard. Another offensive rebound. Already 4th offensive rebound for Senegal. Time winding down. They have to put up a quick one. It's a good look. There's no arguments with that offense. It's a high percentage wide open shot, but they're just not falling at the moment. Now here comes Iran. Sayadi trying to find options. Gets that screen. Nice give and go again in the paint. And it's just simply that easy for Iran. And again, Mahdi Abbasi inside the paint. Senegal trying to counterattack. Amareza by himself. There's a fake. Good transition defense by Iran. But can Senegal again build something? Long shot going, and a foul is going to be no foul called. I think it's a slight delay in game, actually. Well, in the first 5 minutes, 59 seconds, Iran have done a very good job of slowing down the tempo because the way Senegal like to play, I mean, they're a very coordinated team in transition. But Iran's transition defense, it's meticulous, it's very organized. And in the half court, they just end up really wearing down any team that defends them. Amadi with the ball in his hands. Makes extra pass, the mid-range is up, and the bank is open. Beautifully tucked away by Abbasi. Another uncontested look for the Iranians. So far, flying with confidence, leading by 15 here in the first quarter. And Abbasi comes up with it. Abbasi's got options. He's got Sayadi to his left. That's going to be an offensive foul against Abbasi. Well, it was a 3-on-2 in transition. He also had Abofalzi Jaleh as well, but change coming in for Senegal as El Hadji Diouf sub into the game. So checking out for Senegal is Diodane Dagoya. Ibrahim Afei goes for the long pass. Senegal. Afei tries to make a cut in the paint. There's a pump fake. This is good from Senegal. Oh, nice give and go. Finds El Hadji, and he misses, but the offensive rebound. Well, 2 good looks there for Senegal, and that's much better build-up. But the problem at the moment, Senegal, very unlucky with every attempt. But at some point, these shots are going to drop for the Senegalese players. .310 to go here in the first quarter. Iran will get it back. Looks like El Hadji's going to check out of the game. So coming back into the game is Dagoya. Both players classified as a 4.0 center role for the Senegalese national team. The bronze medalists of Asia right now controlling the tempo of this game. 4 spots available for the IWBF World Championship in Ottawa, Canada. Well, what should have been a turnover is actually going to remain possession to Iran on the baseline. Well, Iran have committed 2 turnovers already here in the first quarter. Senegal have committed 5. Eight points already in the paint for the Iranians. The key has been their domain. Amareza fires from 18. That's not going to go. Senegal don't give away an offensive rebound. Dagoya this time finding Saliou Dieng in transition. Well, Dieng's going to fire from 15. Oh no, dumped down inside the paint. And wow, wow, baby! Inside the paint. Well, Dagoya getting only the 2nd field goal today here for Senegal. Candice inspiring. Down by 13. Abbasi inside the lane, goes himself, but he's unable to get the and one, but he will go to the free throw line. I think that is going to be the frustration for Senegal's transition defense, because Abbasi was able to take that from his very own half inside the paint uncontested. Senegal will make another substitution. So coming into the game will be Badara Samb, classified as a 3.0 player. Abbasi currently the game's leading scorer with 6 points. Now moving up to 7. Iran still haven't missed a free throw. They're 8 out of 8 from the charity stripe. I think many teams watching this game will think, maybe we don't want to send Iran to the free throw line. That's 8, well, 9 out of 9. 8 points this evening for Abbasi. Very high defensive line from the Iranians. Can Senegal find a way to attack the gaps? Aliou Dramé finding Badara Samb inside the paint, and that's much better build-up. 6 points all coming in the key for Senegal. And again, it's Dagoya. The wow factor. Amareza that time going for 15. Dagoya comes up with a rebound. Senegal, Iran's unbelievable attempt to get back in transition. It's a big reason why this team won the bronze medal at the IWBF Worlds in Dubai. Now Senegal, can they go on a 4-0 run? Just a little too strong, but it's another good look. As Amareza just handles the pressure. Iran unselfishly passing the basketball. Abbasi, that time fumbles it. And Senegal saved this one from going out of bounds. Oh, but they're going to turn it over, unfortunately. As Saliou Dieng made the fantastic effort, but just lost balance on the sideline. So Iran retained this with a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Well, Hadjaja also having just checked in the game. Well, that's going to be a 3-second violation. And you could probably feel the frustration of Amareza Amadi because he was wide open. Was looking to put that back to a 15-point lead. Now with 55 seconds left here in the first quarter, Senegal could indeed go for a potential 2-for-1. Ibrahim Maffei instructing his teammates to go long, try to spread the floor. Because now it's going to be Aliou Dramé bringing the ball up. Dramé Well, Drame's wide open. He can't take that if he wants. Dagoya. Almost 10 here on the shot clock for Senegal. They'll go from 18. It's up. Another good look, but falling too short for Senegal. Iran will try to get ahead. Now, if they go a little bit quicker here, the 2-for-1 could be on their cards, but it goes out of bounds. Wow, that's only the third turnover for the Iranians here in the third quarter. As Mohsen Touloué Tamadash, that time just a little too casual inside the paint. It's one thing you got to credit Senegal for. They're a very good defensive team. The only issue they've had tonight is dealing with the size of players like Sayadi and Abbasi in the paint. 4 seconds difference between game and shot clock for Senegal. Ibrahim Afei, nice dime. Oh, they got to finish this one. Dagoya from 15. That's another good buildup, but now Iran's got time here. Can they go for the final shot? Here come the Iranians. In the key, uncontested. Oh, missing it. But Abbasi comes up, and now he goes into double figures. It's Abbasi's world. We are just living in it. Salam Cheturi, he set with 10 points. 1.2 left here for Senegal. Well, they got to get inbound. They don't want to turn it over. Well, they'll take one shot from the half court, and that's not going to count. But in the end of the first quarter, 21-6 in favor of Iran. This is the 2026 IWBF Repechage. 7 teams all competing for 4 spots to qualify for Ottawa, Canada, the 2026 IWBF World Championship. Well, we're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll return for the second quarter momentarily.
I knew you like that one. It is very tough not having it.
Oh, you don't have the headset at all?
I can't, because when you say something, it's a delay.
What are we going to do then with this disaster?
I don't know. We'll have a laugh.
I mean, the good thing is they're not playing music.
Yes.
That's probably the positive. There's no announcing, so that's another positive.
Yes. So this is like a hobby.
This is hobby?
Yeah.
Whoa. I hope someday I work in UK, BBC. Someday.
I'll speak to my father used to be the butler for the Queen. Yeah, like the cleaner in the Buckingham Palace.
Oh. Good.
This is my best friend Nigel.
Friend. How long you come in?
It's a beautiful country.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here at SuphanBuri, Thailand for the IWBF 2026 Repechage. Second quarter between Senegal and Iran. The Iranians currently leading by 15. Well, Senegal did build some momentum, and that's a very good start from Dagoya. Wow, baby. Well, he is Monsieur Wow. And he seems to be their most consistent offensive threat at the moment. But Iran go in the paint. They find Morteza. Morteza under pressure. Good defense from Senegal. Can they build a run here? Senegal. Badara Sound wants to get ahead. Drame has options. Well, Drame gets his pocket picked, and that's another turnover. Good defense from the Iranians. Well, Morteza wants to get ahead. Doesn't see it coming. And that's going to be a foul against Dagoya. Well, that's only going to be Dagoya's first personal foul, excuse me. But that might not be a bad foul after all, because that would have been an opening 2 points for the Iranians. Iran get it inbound. Iran so far been very good in the half court. Trying to find those high percentage looks from downtown. They'll go for a two-pointer. That's not going to count. Another rebound here for the Senegalese. Badar Assam comes up with it. And now De Goya looking for options. Trying to find who's going with him. Sam, nice dime, good passing. But unable to get the wow and one. But it will be 2 free throws coming up for Senegal. So currently the free throw line is Saoud Yang just unable to hit the first free throw. Well, this is the first time so far this afternoon Senegal have actually gone to the free throw line. Second one good. So Senegal beginning the second quarter on a 3-0 start. A little bit of full court pressure coming from the Senegalese. Iran just comfortably breaking it down with Omad Hadiajar. Well, Hadiajar wide open. Nice pass in the paint. Missing, but a foul is going to be called. Well, Hadiajar could have gone for the three-pointer, but in the end elected to find Mohamed Taha Yamur Hamadi. That's going to be a foul, though. Well, Yarmour Mohammadi now at the free throw line. And what a rare solar eclipse. Iran's first missed free throw in this game. Because the free throw percentage has been outstanding. They're 90% from the charity stripe. 6 out of 17 from the field. Still a 13-point lead to the Iranians. Both teams so eager, so determined to get to Ottawa, Canada for the IWBF World Championship. And it's another interception. Hadiajar with a steal. They find Morteza. Oh, it's unselfish. It's Iran's finest. Well, Morteza could have gone for the shot himself. But sharing is caring. And Iran's defense forcing another turnover against Senegal. The no-look dime, finding Hadiajar. Weighs up his options, now goes for 15. But De Goya refusing to give away an offensive rebound. As we just have a slight delay in game. Well, great sportsmanship being exhibited by both the Iranian and Senegalese players, as Badar Assam just being helped up off the ground. 7:51 still to play here in the second quarter. Badar Assam, primary ball handler at the moment here for the Senegalese. De Goya, nice give and go. Had a few options there, puts up a tough one. That's a good look, Bo. Gotta love that. Sam fighting for the offensive board, and Senegal will get it back. And it's that kind of hustle, that kind of never say die attitude that every team needs here to, try to get one of those 4 positions to Ottawa, Canada. Sam's going to draw a foul. And that foul looks like it's going to be called against Abdul Jalil Garanyik. Only the first team foul against Iran here in the second quarter. That's going to be a lane violation, so baseline possession coming up for Iran. Senegal have got to maintain their defensive discipline. They've done a good job so far preventing too many offensive rebounds. They've got to protect the ball. Well, great work here defensively. Good work by Aliou Dramé coming up with a steal. Dramé looks to go baseline. Fires De Goya. Well, De Goya goes from downtown. It's on target, but it hits the front iron. Well, he should probably take a few more of those. Hadiajar now goes left baseline. Puts up a little finger roll, comes up with his own rebound. Morteza goes up. Falls out, goes out of bounds. That's going to mean possession to Iran. Repechage has been wide open a lot. This time he'll go for the three, and it goes in and out. Unlucky. Oh, good transition defense from the Iranians, preventing the fast break opportunities for Senegal. Repechage just trying to find his way around the gaps. Iran will go for another one. The three is up. Two very good looks from the Iranians. Senegal very happy to let them take the three-pointers. But Senegal want to get ahead here with Ibrahim Faye. And Faye, unfortunately, just out of control. Senegal want a foul called. But play is allowed to continue as Iran will retain this. So I think a timeout is going to be cool. We'll be back for this timeout in just under 1 minute.
They're actually not bad. It's just execution.
Yeah.
Just literally, yeah. Like ball movement, brilliant. Energy, brilliant.
It's like so.
.6:16 to go here in the second quarter. Iran still holding on to a 15-point lead against Senegal. IWBF 2026 Repechage. All roads ending in Ottawa, Canada, starting here in SuphanBuri. Repechage, mid-range, goes over it, and it's simply automatic. He is automatic from the mid-range. And as good as Senegal's been defensively, protecting the paint as best as they can, they cannot allow any more uncontested looks for Repechage. The foul is going to be called against Iran. I think a worthy note to kind of highlight here about Senegal. There's a lot of things to like about this team. They're very physical, they're good in transition, they're getting good looks in the field, but I think they've got to find some more opportunities inside the paint. If anything, try to get to the free throw line a bit more. There's now Haji Diouf trying to use a screen. Well, now he's got time, space. Even that is a good look. It's wide open. Offensive rebound. Second shots. But Iran comes up with it. Iran wants to get ahead. They have numbers. Taha just finding that pass up. That's Vaid. Finding Repechage. Repechage waiting patiently for the screen from Taha, but he'll give this one up. Another wide open look here for Iran, and it gets the shooter's bounce. And it's beautiful offense, beautiful execution from Iran. Haji Diouf was wide open. Vaid had it covered, but they'll go to Diouf this time, but Diouf unable to receive it. And I think they should have gone to him the first time. But still Senegal still trying to find ways in the paint. But now they're down by 19. Well, Iran pushing the tempo very quickly. Led by Taha. Trying to dump down pass. Good defense from Senegal. But Iran comes up with it. Edfan passes this one up to Vaid. Repechage again uncontested. Iran winning the offensive rebound. Well, Iran will go from the mid-range. This time the rebound aggressively taken by Saliu Diet. Dame wants to push this one. Well, they find Dagoya. Dagoya under pressure. But again, just double teamed inside the paint. The defense from Iran making every attempt from Senegal a very tough one. As Taha still left unguarded. But Jame's going to try to pick him up. Cross-court pass to Hadi Aja. Iran patiently sharing the ball together. Well, they're going to have to take something quick. Taha will go for it. And that goes over the backboard. That'll be an out-of-bounds violation. Because you see with Iran's offense, they're able to spread the floor. What happens is Iran, or Senegal, defensively, they end up putting two players on one offensive attacker, and that's what's leading to these wide-open looks. Drame just waiting for the screen from El Hadj Diouf. Diouf at the free throw line. Still has it. Dagoya wide open. Contested. Just a little too strong on the bank. Well, good hands by Dagoya. Taha, oh my goodness, saves it behind the back. Are you kidding me? What a save. Vide. Oh, he's got to make it. And that is, well, they got to finish this one. Well, that has got to be the ultimate save of the IWBF 2026 Repechage. The behind the back save. And Iran will inbound this. Hadi Aja will fire from downtown. The three is up, and every three even they miss, it's on target. It looks like it's going in. Still the first day. As Iran just missing inside the paint with Erfan. Senegal, they have the numbers ahead. Saliu Dieng trying to find some options. Jami just gets this one out. Haji Diouf is wide open. They don't get it to him. Well, the patient play is still coming. Ibrahim Afei, Diouf has got to take this. And unfortunately, that goes out of bounds. 2:18 to go here in the first quarter. And Iran will get it back, leading by 19. Substitution for the Iranians. Sayadi will check back into the game. Now remember, he has 4 points. He was their leading scorer for a very short while in the first quarter. That's since been taken over by Abbasi. Sayadi give and go finds Erfan, and it's way too easy for Iran. Sayadi straight into the game and just becoming Iran's prime facilitator. Already Iran up to 10 assists in this game. It's actually Amireza who leads Iran in assists with 4. El Haji Diouf just outside the paint. Unfortunately, only Ibrahim Afei going for an offensive rebound now. Here comes Erfan in transition. Missing it, too strong. Well, the presence defensively in transition by Saliu Dieng, putting Erfan under pressure. But can Senegal capitalize? Saliu Dieng weighs up his options on the baseline. He'll take this one. On target, another good look for Senegal. And their shot selection has been very good today. They just haven't been able to make him count. Sayadi gets in the paint. Well, shifting and almost looking like a mamba. And he made that look easy. But you are talking about one of the greatest players currently today in international wheelchair basketball. A big fan favorite in Turkey. And the good thing about that final bucket from Sayadi is with 10 seconds left, that could be a potential 2-for-1 for Iran. Leading by 23 points, 45.5 left here in the second quarter. El Haji Diouf. Cross-court pass, finding Dien. Ibrahim Afei gonna have to take this one. Time is winding down. Juve's got to take it. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. So with 30.9 seconds remaining, that's 6.9 between both game and shot clock. Iran here is the 2-for-1 for them. Ottawa gets the give and go on the back door now, extending it yet again to a 25-point lead. Biggest lead of the game for Iran. Senegal can have one final shot. Sayadi almost coming up with the steal is now Ibrahim Afei. He's got to go quickly. Oh, he turned it over. Tahir, he'll go for it. Oh my goodness, nearly got it. Oh, what an exciting way for Iran to finish the first half. They lead by 25 points. We're live here in SuphanBuri, Thailand for the 2026 IWBF Repechage. 7 teams fighting for 4 places for the IWBF World Championship in Ottawa, Canada. We'll be back for the second half in under 15 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, watching live on IWBF YouTube platform. This is the 2026 IWBF Repechage. 7 teams competing for 4 places at the IWBF World Championship in Ottawa, Canada. But currently, we're heading into the second half between Iran against Senegal. It's currently 34-9 in favor of the Iranians. The Iranians at the moment, they have been fantastic in this game, led by their superstar player with 10 points, Madi Abbas, excuse me. It's 4 out of 7 from the field. Just only missed 1 free throw so far this afternoon. The Iranians at 10 out of 11. Well, for Senegal, they've shown a lot of promise. There's a lot of talent in this team. For them, it's finding consistency in every single transition attack. But a whole nother half, Senegal, the first time they've played in an IWBF event outside of the Africa zone. They've never been to an IWBF World Championship. Again, fans watching live on IWBF YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the IWBF and follow IWBF on all social media platforms, X, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can be kept up to date with all the best news, highlights, and content that matter to you most. IWBF, follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook. Senegal currently 4 out of 28 from the field. They've only gone to the free throw line once so far in the first half. Iran with the first possession. Iran slightly changing up as Tolaway motion will be in the side of the line. They'll go for an early three-pointer. Siani just tries to, goes behind the back, but throws it away. Not the first time tonight Iran's gone for a behind-the-back save out of bounds. Saliou Diem just trying to be the primary facilitator. El Hadji Diouf. Handoff now with Dien. They go for the cross-court pass. Dien's going to have to go for something. Time is winding down. Didn't get it off in time, but it doesn't matter. That will be a 24-second violation. Iran will get the possession back. Reza, also number 99, coming into the game for the first time here for the Iranians. Well, having said that, he actually played in the first half. He's actually going to start. They've made a few changes because also you can see that Taha is also in the lineup. So Iran taking a lot of confidence from the big lead that they built in the first half. Iran trying to trap Ibrahim Afei to give them an advantage. Ibrahim Afei, probably Senegal's best defender. Iran do have a player down. Again, the sportsmanship, the respect and admiration being shown as Ibrahim Afei just trying to help up. Iran's Erfan from the ground. That's what you have to love about both teams. Competitive, but also the mutual respect for both teams. Taha thinks about the three-pointer. Now he goes for it. The three is up. And again, every three-point attempt we see from the Iranians, it's on target. Iran 0 for 8 from the three-point line, but that percentage is going to change at some point. El Hadji Diouf on the baseline. Goes up with it, and he buries it. And there you have it. The wow factor. Still trailing by 23. It's a 2-on-3 in transition for the Iranians. They find Sayadi. Sayadi in the paint, and the transition bucket counts. Iran's transition, again, it's been very meticulous, always breaking down the pressure from Senegal. Ibrahim Afei with a bit of time and space. They want to find El Hadji Diouf. Now remember, Diouf does play his professional wheelchair basketball in Italy at the moment. Diouf keeps this one alive, and that's going to be another 24-second violation. Iran's defense just proving too tough to break down. Well, it looks like a foul's going to be called. So Hadji Diouf will go to the free throw line. So when in doubt for Senegal on the offensive end, just go to El Hadji Diouf. And I've said many times, they need to get more attempts inside the key. Because even if they don't get a good look, with a player like El Hadji Diouf, lived the majority of his life in Milan, Italy. He's the kind of player that Iran, unfortunately, going to have to end up fouling. First free throw good for Juve. Juve now officially becoming Senegal's leading scorer with 5 points. Fighting for the offensive rebound. Juve comes up. Offensive rebound. And just missing from point blank range. Sayati gets the ball ahead. Tamardash trying to find Taha, goes up with it, a lot of contact and finishes under intense pressure. Iran now look more confident. As I said, since the beginning to the very point where we are now, they have controlled the tempo of this game. It was a huge success for them back in Dubai in the summer 2023, winning the bronze medal at the IWBF Worlds. Disappointment and despair back in 2024 in Nice, failing to qualify for the Paralympics in Paris. El Hadji Diouf in the paint, and he gets a shooter's bounce. El Hadji Diouf. They need to go to him more often. I said he was the game's leading scorer, and that was incorrect. It was actually De Goya. Now, Senegal forcing a turnover. So there's a lot of optimism they can now take from this. It's actually De Goya who's the leading scorer for Senegal. Juve and Ibrahim Faye. Faye from 15. Cross-go pass, Salou Dieng on the baseline. Dieng goes right on the screen, little pick and roll sequence. Well, Sayati and Taha just said not in my house, or our house to be more correct. And one of the reasons Senegal has struggled to get inside the paint, Iran always crashes when they do so. Forcing another tough shot, Iran come up with a rebound. Sayati looking for options. He's got Reza to his left. Sayati still has it. Sayati now going out to Taha on the perimeter. Taha twisting and turning, now caught in traffic. Time winding down for Iran. Sayati's going to have to force this one up. The deep three is up. Well, it's almost looking like it's going in. 10 three-point attempt already for Senegal, or for Iran, but Senegal, unfortunately, turning it over again. And that has been a problem so far for Senegal in this game. Make that 16 turnovers. And if you want to take another key stat into consideration, Iran have been able to take 16 of those turnovers and convert 12 points. Senegal happy just to sit back here. They go to Sayati in the paints. He'll try from 15. He's fouled. Counted! And Sayati will go to the free throw line. Potential three-point play coming up for Iran, who do lead by 26 points here in the third quarter. Say this man born and raised in Iran, but made in professional wheelchair basketball in Turkey. Unable to make the three-point play. Senegal just trying to build some confidence here in their offense. This is much better. Led in transition by Salou Dieng. Dieng finding Ibrahim Faye. Well, they have El Hadji Diouf at the top. Good hands by Sayati. Drami keeps this one alive. Faye puts up the three. There's the offensive rebound, the putback. That's going to be another foul. So it will be a third trip to the free throw line as Salou Dieng will go to the charity stripe. He's one of the key playmakers and scorers for this Senegalese national team. who is considered an all-star top 5 in the IWBF Africans. Siati. And it's just that easy again for Iran, now making it a 28-point advantage. Senegal have got to take any positives they can from this game. There'll be more games to play. Remember, from the 7 teams, 4 will qualify as Elhadji Diouf. Unluckily, just not getting the bounce. That one not converting, as now here comes Iran. Repechage just trying to reach in against Siati. Senegal switching everything. They find Irfan in the paint. 1 extra pass. Irfan unable to recover. That's going to be a 3-second violation against Iran. 4:56 left here in the third quarter. They want to find Elhadji Diouf. But Iran make every effort to get back in transition, preventing the wide open look. So that was the 3rd team foul against Iran. They have 1 more to give with 4:51 here in the third quarter. Now, if you're Senegal, well, it's going to be a complete 5-player change here for Iran. As Morteza Abbasi checking back into the lineup along with Amirez Ahmadi, the 3 key players, remember, that helped them win the bronze medal in Dubai. And Omid Hadiaja also back in the lineup here for the Iranians. Ibrahim Afei kicks out. Saliu Dieng on the baseline. Almost gets his pocket pick, keeps this one alive, and it's too tough on the pass. Right idea. Saliu Dieng was wide open inside the paint. That's yet again another turnover for Senegal. Abbasi's second leading scorer, Siati, has taken over from him. They find Hadiaja and again inside the paint. 26 points in the paint so far for Iran. As now the lead has extended to a 30-point margin. Because we are live here in SuphanBuri, Thailand, the men's repechage tournament of the IWBF. Top 4 teams will go to Ottawa, Canada for the IWBF World Championship. Saliu Dieng thinks about it. Now goes for it. It's on target, but it goes over the backboard. That's an out-of-bounds violation. Of course, another exciting game coming up later on, as we'll see Korea taking on Thailand. That tips off 1:45 p.m. local here in SuphanBuri, Thailand. Senegal just trying to display some full court pressure. Omid Hadiaja keeps this one alive. Tough defense coming from Aliou Dramé, but they go in the paint. And now moves up to 12 points. What a game from Abbasi. And no doubt other teams watching this game are going to be thinking, we've got to try to make it a little bit tougher defensively in the key against Iran. Elhadji Diouf inside the key. Good defense from Morteza. Shots up, no good. Abbasi securing the board. And now here comes Iran. Looking to pile more pressure against Senegal. Leading by 32. Amireza. No look dime. Unable to get the and one, but another trip to the free throw line for the Iranians. Well, Iran, having been 10 out of 11 from the free throw line in the first half. They missed 1 free throw from Siati here in the second. Still very impressive. 83% from the charity stripe so far this afternoon for the Iranians. will make that the third missed free throw attempt. Second one no good for Hadi Ajad. Al-Haji just trying to beat the transition. Looking for options ahead. Good defense from Hadi Ajad, forcing another turnover. And Iran's defense. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul against Morteza. So Senegal will get it back. Well, that's going to be Morteza's second personal foul. Now, because it's an offensive foul, it's a team control foul. Now, Iran have put Senegal into the penalty, so with 2:51, can Senegal find ways to get to the charity stripe? Ibrahim Afei, top corner of the backcourt, trying to find Saliou Dieng. Nice pass. Well, Dieng has time and space, he'll fire. This one's up, and it rattles in and out, but he's got to take more of those. If you're left wide open, you've got to make the defense respect your shot. Good hands by DeGoya, goes out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock. Iran will get it deep on the sideline. Amarez inbounds it, finds Hadi Ajad. Well, Hadi Ajad contemplates, goes for it. Three is up. Still no good. Nice give and go. Unselfish play. And Abbasi finishes. So now, Mahdi Abbasi, joint leading scorer along with Mohamed Hassan Sayadi. Both plays a combined total of 28 points here in the game. 14 apiece. Senegal getting in the paint. Count it! Wow, wow! Saliou Dieng getting their first and one. Well, as I reiterate, there's a lot to like about this Senegalese team. They've got the talent. There's definitely a desire there to compete. And remember, this is their first competition of IWBF wheelchair basketball outside IWBF Africa. So this is a big learning experience for them. They've got to be able to take anything they can from this game, any lessons into the next matchups. 4 teams out of 7 will have the opportunity to qualify for the IWBF World Championship. Abbasi just failing short on the three-pointer. Senegal, can they run here? Saliou Dieng. Well, Dieng now trying to find some options. He's got DeGoya in the paint. Good pass. DeGoya unable to finish. Comes up with the offensive rebound. Under pressure, still can't get it. Still has it. But Morteza, the defensive presence, making that tough for Iran. And now here comes Morteza. Has numbers. Nice little dime. Finishing with a BEA beautiful finger roll from Abolfazl Jalaya. That is how you convert turnovers into fast break points from Iran. But now a wide open look. And a nice take in the end by Saliou Dieng. Well, that is Dieng's first field goal tonight. He's now 1 out of 8, but he'll take some confidence from his first 2 points. Still a 31-point lead to the Iranians. Now we're under a minute. Iran could go 2 for 1. Abbasi, can he become the game's leading scorer? Well, he made the dish off. The rebound collected. Senegal. Oh, they throw it away. Hadi Ajad comes up with the interception. And now Mareza. He'll go for 3. And Iran, every three-point attempt looks like it's going in. 12 three-pointers attempted by Iran. And I would say they've been very unlucky so far this afternoon. Because they're good looks. The high percentage attempts on the three-point line. As Morteza is fouled in the process, he'll go to the free throw line. Senegal have 1 foul to give with 26.6. Morteza makes it count from the charity stripe. Senegal will try to run this down. Go for the final play here in the third quarter. Throw it away. Amaneza comes up with it. He's got Morteza, Hadiaja, and Iran converts the turnovers into quick, fast break points. Senegal's got to take care of the basketball. Wow, that's going to go out of bounds. 4.5 remaining. Senegal can try to get one final attempt. Ibrahim Afei will inbound this. Well, they have De Goya, Saliu Dieng, but they'll find Drame. Drame's got to go quick. Drame's got to take it. And he doesn't get it off in time, and that is the end of the third quarter. Iran have a 35-point lead in the opening game of the IWBF Repechage. So no fouls been called. Well, fans watching live on IWBF YouTube platform, please subscribe to the IWBF and follow IWBF on Instagram, X, and Facebook, where you can get all the best news, highlights, and content that matter to you most. We'll return in just under 2 minutes momentarily.
that mode.
Welcome back, international wheelchair basketball fans. This is the 2026 IWBF Repechage. 7 teams competing for 4 places for the IWBF World Championship in Ottawa, Canada. It's currently Iran, opening game, leading by 35 points against Senegal. We're live here in SuphanBuri, beautiful Thailand. Senegal will get the first possession. Because exciting derby coming up later on, as the Kings of the East, Korea, will take on the Kings of Southeast Asia, the host Thailand. Senegal looking for the first 2 points. Aliou Drame unable to convert off the bank. Amoreza finds Hadi Aja, 1 extra pass. And Abbasi finishes now with 18 points. He's having an MVP performance today. Well, Abbasi is such a high IQ player because whenever he doesn't have the ball in his hands, he just understands where to get open and where to receive a pass. De Goya almost fumbling it. Drame is able to recover this one. Senegal. Well, he's got a wide open look. He's got to take this one. But now finds Saliu Dieng. Dieng in the paint. Just a little too short. De Goya unable to come up with the offensive rebound. Well, again, Abbasi. I'll say it again. It's Abbasi's world. We just happen to be living in it. Abbasi at the moment. Well, here comes Ibrahim Afei. Afei's got a wide open. He'll go up, but unable to finish. Very tough play there by Ibrahim Afei. Amoreza now goes to his right. Finds a bit of separation, but they want to go to Abbasi. Abbasi, and unfortunately rolls out. A foul has been committed. So Iran will go back to the free throw. Looks like Senegal's going to call timeout. We played 1:32 so far here in the 4th and final quarter. So we're going to take a short break as Senegal will just have a brief word. And we'll be back momentarily. Welcome back, everybody, live here in SuphanBuri for the 2026 IWBF Repechage. It's currently Ahmed Hadiaja at the free throw line here for Iran. Iran have been excellent, the bronze medalists of the IWBF World Championship. Now, here's a very interesting stat. Iran were perfect 10 out of 10 from the free throw line in the first half. Since then, well, they've been 2 out of 7. I don't think they'll be complaining, considering the big margin that they've built so far. Senegal coming up with a rebound. Another miss Iranian free throw. Morteza comes up with the interception. Avoids the backcourt violation. Abbasi keeps it in one hand. Unable to finish. Good defense coming from Senegal's Dakoya. Senegal, nice transition. Ibrahim Fade, right idea there, but good defense coming from Ahmed Hadiaja. Now here is where Senegal, when they look back on this game, I mean, they're a good team, but this is their first time playing out of the IWBF Africa Zone. So this is almost a debut game for them internationally. But they'll look back at Ibrahim Afei. It was a 3-on-2. It's the unselfish mindset, but he'll learn, I've got to take that myself. Dagoya still has it on the baseline. Kicks out, fires Dien. Dagoya goes up with it. That's a little too short. Good defense from Sayadi. Well, good hands, but that's going to be a foul against Dagoya. Dagoya still is Senegal's leading scorer tonight. He's 8 points, 4 out of 14 from the free throw line. I think one thing Senegal, they've had a lot of offensive rebounds, 12 offensive boards, but only 2 second chance points. And they'll be thinking to themselves, if we can improve that statistic, try to count it more when we get those offensive rebounds, we can try to compete with anybody here at the IWBF Repechage. And Merez at top of the three-point line. Picked up by Aliou Drame. Sayadi's second leading scorer still here for Iran. Well, good movement here from Sayadi. Finds his way in the paint. Nearly comes up with the offensive rebound, but Faye saves it. And now here's a chance for some transition points to Senegal. Oh, nice little finger roll. What a finish by Saliou Dieng. That's his second field goal. He's 2 out of 9 tonight. And that's a positive there for Senegal to build on. Something to take into the next game. Another offense, well, another rebound here for Senegal. Dagoya finding Drame. Good passing here from Senegal. Faye finds Dagoya. Can he go to double figures? A little too strong on the bank. Well, here comes MVP Abbasi. Abbasi goes to his right. Dishes down to Sayadi. Sayadi keeps it high. It's good defense from Senegal's Saliou Dieng, but that's going to remain Iran ball on the baseline with a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Well, Iran's going to call timeout. Don't want to talk it over. Both teams will head to, it's actually going to be Senegal's timeout. So we'll return from this timeout momentarily. .6:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Iran will have a baseline. Because what's amazing here from Iran is the amount of good looks they've had from the three-point line. They haven't been able to convert any three-pointers this evening. The shot selection from both teams has been very good, but for Iran, it's been slightly better. Senegal. Saliou Dieng has to try to catch a tough one, but unfortunately, that's another turnover. Definitely one thing Senegal's going to have to reflect on. 22 turnovers too many. But you can also credit that down to the very excellent defense from the Iranians. Sayadi has Abbasi with him. Makes a dime. Abbasi goes up. And it's just simply that easy. Abbasi's world, we're just residents, citizens. We should be honored to live in it. Saliu Dieng just now weighs up his options. Well, he's got to take this one. It's a good look. And I think there's a bit of hesitancy to take that, whether to go from the bank or not to do so. As now Iran just trying to pull full steam ahead. Amareza finds Abbasi. And Abbasi is on fire. This man is unconscious. He's cooking. Incredible. Abbasi, 22 points this evening. Give this man some credit. Well, I'm going to the IWBF online store and I'm buying an Abbasi jersey because this guy surely is going to leave with the Player of the Game award tonight. Amarez is going to check out the game. So will number 99, Reza. So coming in for the Iranians, Abdul Jalil also checking into the game. Well, Iran's performance in this first game quite clearly is going to show they're going to be heavy favorites in this IWBF Repechage. 4 places up for grabs to get to the IWBF World Championship. Al-Haji Juf, and that's simply beautiful. And he's got to go to it more often. Al-Haji Juf has had some good looks so far this evening. 7 points. He's only 3 out of 12 from the field, but he's got to have confidence in his mid-range because he could be a big X factor for Senegal in their push to qualify for Ottawa, Canada. More games to play here at the IWBF Repechage. Iran patiently passing, but time is winding down. Morteza comes up, and the second chance opportunity points yet again going to the Iranians. Well, Iran so far 11 second chance points tonight. And they've actually, to their credit, in terms of offensive rebound, they've out-rebounded Senegal by 4 more offensive boards. 47 rebounds in total for the Iranians. Only 38 for Senegal. Well, Iran again try and contest it from the free throw line. That's a little too short. But Assam came up with a rebound. Senegal want to run and unable to get the ad one, but you gotta like the effort. Aliou Dramé getting ahead. And that's another positive for Senegal. What this team cannot afford to do after this game is to hold their heads low. They've got to remain optimistic. As I said, more games for them to play here in this IWBF Repechage. Probably one of the stories that this team can take some optimism from is Canada in the 2024 IWBF Repechage, which was qualification for the 2024 Paralympics. Canada, many people said they were done and dusted in the group stage, but that vital win against Italy booked their tickets. It's something Senegal's got to realize. You may lose one game, but you can definitely come back the next day and get a victory. Iran breaking down the full court pressure. Morteza keeps it in one hand. That's tough. That's tough with a capital T by Morteza. 42-point lead to the Iranians. As now we're under 4 minutes here in the fourth and final quarter. Badar Assam. We tried to go to Saliu Dieng, but I think he probably would have gone better to find Aliou Dramé wide open from the three-point line. Senegal have only attempted 2 3-pointers tonight. 12 attempts from Iran. Nobody is converted from downtown. El-Haji Diouf is going to come out of the game along with Aliou Dramé. So Moore and Dai subbing in for the first time, while Mamadou Ba also coming in for Senegal. Fans, like I said, if you're watching live on IWBF YouTube's platform, make sure you subscribe to the IWBF. It's going to be an exciting event. Of course, a lot of credit must be given to the IWBF as well as the IWBF Asia Zone for putting together a magnificent competition. Offensive rebound, rejection time. Sayari, excuse me. Well, let me give you some advice. Don't add Mohammed Hassan Sayari on Facebook. Don't follow him on Instagram. He will block you. He's blocked me a few times. Can't even get into the DMs. Can't even get a collab going. He'll block you. Morteza, good defense. Comes up with the interception. And now here comes Iran. They have numbers. It's a 3-on-1. Sayari, the block master. And goes in with a finger roll. Beautiful finish by Mohammed Hassan Sayari. Now moving up to 16 points. 6 out of 11 from the field. And that's now 22 fast break points for the Iranians. And Morteza is becoming the steal master. Another steal. Unselfish play by Iran. Unable to finish. And it's another finish in transition. This time beautifully tucked away by Tamadash. That's his first field goal today. Morteza now has 4 steals. I would say he's become the glove today. Senegal keep this one alive. Just slight delay in game. Well, absolutely magnificent performance today from Sayari. He'll go to the bench. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. That's a veteran's performance. One of the key players that led them to the bronze medal, the 2022, excuse me, IWBF World Championship in Dubai. Senegal go for the mid-range. Taha just prevents the offensive rebound. And here comes Iran in transition. Layup unable to be finished. Morteza offensive rebound. Get in the and one. And now Morteza yet again will go to the free throw line. He only has 8 points, but he hasn't missed a free throw this evening. Remember, I said he had 4 steals. He has 5 steals. 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Also has 4 rebounds and 3 assists to go with his 8 points. Now make it 9. And that shooting technique, young wheelchair basketball players watching, try to emulate your shooting technique just like Abedi Morteza, one of the very best in international wheelchair basketball. Just over 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Just a little short there on the mid-range from Saliu Dien. Iran want to get ahead. And they'll make the transition buckets count. 28 fast break points for the Iranians. It's been a masterclass. A truly inspiring performance in the defense. It's been incredible. Another steal. Morteza comes up with it. Iran has 16 steals so far tonight. Vayed finds Morteza. Morteza using the screen, goes to his left, and now goes back to Vayed. Oh, good defense coming from Dien. 90 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter. Iran lead by 51. Mamadou Ba top. Defended by Taha. He'll go for the 3. Third three-point attempt tonight for Senegal. And just like Iran, unfortunately, it's been unsuccessful. Morteza is going to play point center now here for the Iranians. Oh, Morteza can go into double figures. Neither team making a three-point. Another rebound collected by Aliou Drame. That goes out of bounds. It was actually Mamadou Ba, my apologies. Well, it's a great start for the Iranians. I think with their expectations, considering how elite this international wheelchair basketball team is, Morteza in the paint. Can he go to double figures? Goes up, they can't finish. Taha, another offensive rebound. And the putback rattles his way in and out. But a foul has been committed. That's on Badara Sam. Morteza, who's been perfect from the free throw line, now officially can go into double figures. Well, my correction, Morteza actually has 11 points. Life stats, unfortunately, it's my fault here. I do apologize, fans. He actually does have 11 points. 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Now check this. He's 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals away from a quadruple-double tonight. That just goes to show the experience and how invaluable he is to this team. Saliu Diet just dealing with the pressure. Now Mamadou Ba. This is good passing from Senegal. They get it in the paint. Kicking back out to Mamadou Ba. And a slight delay in game. As now Saliu Diet just makes his way back up. And look at the respect and admiration between Saliu Diet and Iran's Erfat. Well, Sam Baba's got to shoot this. Time is winding down. Well, it's going to be another 24-second violation. I think Senegal may have been unaware that there was still time between game and shot clock. But 15.8. Iran well on their way to an opening victory here at the 2026 IWBF Repechage in SuphanBuri. An outstanding performance from the Iranians, and they'll show their respect to their opponents as they will not go for a final attempt. Job done tonight for the bronze medalists of the 2022 IWBF World Championship. 4 places up for grabs for Ottawa, Canada, and it's a magnificent start here for the Iranians. Well, that's only the first game of the day. We have 2 more games coming up, as after this, we have an East Asia derby between Korea and our host Thailand. You can watch that tipping off local time, 1:45 p.m. here in SuphanBuri. So far, we thank you for joining us here. Please make sure you subscribe to IWBF on YouTube and follow IWBF on social media, X, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can get all the best news, highlights, and content that matter to you most.